Hello, this is Collector Sam's. This video is part 2 of my Polly Pocket collection. We're going to start with a little one. I think this one is dated from 1994. These playsets were fashioned in the shape of a book, and the spine of the book gives you a bit of a hint as to what you'll find inside. This is also glittery. A lot of the Polly Pockets from this era incorporated glitter. So we can kind of get the sense that this is going to be a tropical theme. And we open it up, and this is what we have. So here we have Polly and her friend. They're both in tropical gear. Polly seems to have lost an arm, so Polly is a little disabled now. That's okay. The scene here involves kind of a tropical island, glittery paradise, including this treasure box with gold inside, water with lots of little sea life inside. Up here we have a hammock where our little figures can go inside. It's kind of hard to get them to stay put though. And then they can rock in the hammock. I'm going to move this down so we can see the top part more easily. Up top, there's another level. If we open this, there's a little table with some snacks, and then up here is a pillow, glittery lounging area. Just plants, more water decor, a waterfall. A very detailed, really lovely playset. I think this might be meant to be a diving board. You can dive off of it. And then when we're done, we can just put Polly away. I don't know when Polly lost her arm. I hope it wasn't something I did. But let us, oh no, maybe it is me. It's me breaking these poor girls' arms. Oh, no, this is the issue. I have to close that. Okay. There we go. Oh, it's starting to feel a little dense. Okay. So that's Polly Storybook. Next up, a more classic classic, one of the original 1989 compacts. And this one, we have a birthday party scene. Well, maybe it's a birthday party, maybe it's an anniversary of some kind. We can put Polly on this dancing platform. Doesn't seem to work very well. There's a big present. I don't know what originally went into this spot. There's little holes, which makes me wonder if it was supposed to make a sound maybe, but I don't know that for sure. There's a birthday cake, the gate that you can open and close, spot for the DJ next to the dance floor, and upstairs there's a bedroom where Polly can relax after her evening of partying, and even a toilet. Go figure. That's a level of realism I think most kids' toys today don't have. So this is a pretty great little play set, one of the first ones. And you can kind of, you know, the one that we just saw, the tropical storybook, you can kind of see the progression from the 80s versions to the 90s versions. They kind of get more detailed, more glittery. So that's this very simple compact with the Polly Pocket logo embossed on the top. Bluebird Toys, 1989. Alright, next up is another birthday kind of type. And it's shaped like a cake. And it has a ribbon that ties around through these holes. And we open it up. Inside I have two Polly characters. I don't know if they're the correct ones for this set or not, but the surprise here is that you can open up the table, and I think you could stash your figures in there maybe, if you didn't want them to get banged around and maybe lose an arm. There's also this swing here. Now initially this playset came with many, many more of these little buttons that fit into the various spots. You could even put one on, or no, I guess you can't. But anyway, you can decorate all the different areas of this playset. And this door opens to reveal another party inside. I guess this is like the party before the party. We have a little cat, or maybe a white dog, and that is that. I'll take out these Pollys. I'm sure they have other names, but I think we generically call all the figures that go with Polly Pocket playsets Polly. So that's this birthday cake design made in 1994. Okay. This one I found pretty recently, and Took me a second to figure out how to open it, but then I did open it, and it was very cool. So here we have kind of a fairy type Polly, and she lives in this very elaborate flower home. You can see that there's sewing notions on this table, and it seems that she's kind of a fashion designer of some kind. You can put her in that spot and then spin her around. This playset is supposed to have a little insect friend that sleeps in this little bed, I believe, that can fold up like that. So when Polly has finished her sewing, she can put out her table and have lunch with a friend. And her little gate opens at the front here, so she could have a friend come in, hello, and walk in all the way up and then sit down. So this is a really lovely playset. Put her down like so. This one, this side goes first, and then like that. And these petals are fabric. And I have lots of different textures on this item. And a little ladybug character at the front here. Okay, well, it's time for the final Polly Pocket playset from my collection. And this is from the later years of Polly Pocket, 1993, although a bunch of the ones, the compacts that I have are 1994. They made a lot of these houses, and you could kind of put them all together and have like a Polly Pocket village. And so this is a church, and the cool thing about this is that it does light up. I actually dropped it earlier when I was setting up for this video, but it does work because you have to press it multiple times and then it will all light up. So let's turn the light off again to get a little better idea of what it looks like lit up. And so the story here is that it is a wedding chapel kind of thing. So up here, well, I guess we should start here. You open the gates, you come in, there are pews in the chapel, an organ and an officiant. You can have the ceremony here. The bride would get ready up here and then come down the stairs. And then, for afterward, there's a reception area with a cake and presents, and you can see that these little candles even light up, and there's a toilet up here. I don't know why I find it so fascinating when toys include realistic things like toilets, but there you go. Oh, and here is the dance floor down here in the bottom for some reason. It's a little bit out of the way, but I guess if you want to dance, you'll make the effort. So close it up, and close it like so. It's a really nice toy line overall. These little houses aren't quite as unique as the compact format, which is overall more portable and flexible for, you know, taking along when you need to wait at the doctor's, or if you're waiting to be picked up after school or something. But these villages are pretty cool nonetheless. So that's it for now for my Polly Pocket collection. I just realized that I do have another compact or two, because I have another wedding one that I just remembered I have, but I think it's in a display case in my living room. So maybe I'll bring that out at another date. You can see it then. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like, and I'll talk to you again soon. This is Collector Sam.